Everybody come see us on tour. We'll be in Columbus, Dayton, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Burbank, California, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Just to let you know what pieces of garbage, to coin a phrase of Joe Biden, that the generals actually are. Here's General Milley. And so, by the way, so he could have went the right way, like Colonel Wilkinson, who I was just with, and he could have started telling the truth about the lies of the establishment and the war machine, and that they're all lies, and all these wars are bankers' wars, and that they're all based on economics, just like the Ukraine war is for BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street. Right now, half the farmland in Ukraine has already been sold off to BlackRock and Vanguard. They've already
Finally,
they're doing it, right? So, and they blew up the Nord Stream pipeline so that we could sell more natural gas to Europe. It's all, and they thought they were going to be able to break up Russia. They thought it was way weaker than it actually turned out to be. They thought they were going to actually break up Russia and sell it off to BlackRock and Vanguard and State, just like they did Ukraine. But of course, that didn't happen. Russia is now stronger than ever. It's actually, their economy is growing faster than our economy is. And they've come closer with China, which is the thing that everybody warned against. But the point of this is that this guy, who everybody now is touting, these generals who are saying Trump is Hitler and he doesn't respect the Constitution, he took the money. He got an agent, and now he's on a speaking tour, and he's getting paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions and millions of dollars to go along with Wall Street, because Wall Street runs the war machine. And how do I know this? Because here he is, a General Milley, who turned on Trump, is now giving a speech where? In front of Wall Street. This is called the American Bankers Association.
wait, Jimmy, a question. Did they pay him in cupcakes?
He's a cross between...
That's Chris's brother. He said the third good thing just now.
There it is.
His brother.
He's a cross between Miley Cyrus and the wrecking ball itself.
So watch what he has to say. This is him talking to the bankers, right? You know how when you meet someone who's in the military, you say, thank you for your service? Listen to what he says.
I know that the people in the crowd are controlling basically 24 or 25 trillion dollars of a $30 trillion economy, so good on you for doing that. And you may or may not quite realize it. I know people thank all of us in uniform for our service, but I want to thank you and your service.
He's thanking the bankers.
Thank you for your
Thank you for your service to bankers.
Thank you for charging us.
He means being open on Saturday.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
You know,
Usury.
Jimmy, I couldn't concentrate on what he was saying because I got distracted by the banker's jizz around his mouth.
Dark stuff.
Look at that guy's making his cum face.
That's product. It's product.
Thank you for illegally funding everything that's wrong in the world, from war, drugs, and human trafficking. Thank you for your service, banker.
Thank you for your service. Thank you.
I know that the people in the crowd are controlling basically 24 or 25 trillion dollars of a $30 trillion economy. So.
And most of the generals in the United States Army. Yeah, okay.
Good on you for doing that. And you may or may not quite realize it. I know people thank all of us in uniform for our service, but I want to thank you and your service, because the two key components of national security and international scene is a strong military and a strong economy. And I'm here to tell you that the banking community of the United States is strong.
The banking
4,500
community.
banks across the country. We've got an incredible economy, as you just saw with the economists saying the envy of the world, and a lot of that has to do with you guys. So thanks so much for your service too.
Okay, I remember all the bankers that stormed Normandy. Marching up that hill to meet the Nazis eye to eye with a crisp George Washington building sign, each of their boots. They said if it wasn't for the bankers, we would have never won the war. Respect those bankers. Respect. It gets
Just a little bit.
Those brave 30-somethings courageously selling exploding mortgage securities to their own clients and laughing their asses off about it in memos, bringing down the global economy, talking free market and demanding a big government bailout. God bless them! Who else is going to do the brave work of investing other people's money in bonds and then asking the taxpayers to bail them out when they hedge their bets incorrectly? Show some respect.
You know what you just really watched? You watched an Earth general sucking up to the lizard people.
Yes.
They taste like chicken. They taste like chicken.
Well, I think this guy nailed it. Jesse says he proceeded to get on his knees and started gagging on each banker's massive deposits. God bless America. So when you hear the media talk about how the generals are telling you this about Trump or this about that, the generals are all bought and paid for shills, pieces of garbage who don't work for the American people. They work for their own financial self-interest. And if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be invited on a stage hosted by a bunch of fucking bankers who've been raping the American treasury for the last 100 goddamn years.
And the craziest part of a military guy thanking bankers is history has shown the bankers fund both sides of the war.
Every war.
He's funding the enemy who's trying to take. I mean, if you study World War II, it's insane. Or even Vietnam, they were funding the Vietnamese with chemical weapons that were being used on our troops. We shouldn't even been in Vietnam, but the fact that they were doing that, it's so disgusting that he's thanking the people who just profit off of death.
I'm
It's
not
really
getting
sad.
George S. Patton from this guy. I'm getting George Costanza.
Yeah. They have a Pam, we have a Millie. That's what we get.
Yeah.
Why do we have like 42 generals?
Why do we have that many?
It's like when you see like shitty movies and there's like 20 producers. Yeah. Like, is that somebody's cousin?
Hey, look at what this is. It's called positive. Let's be real. Dogs have a sixth sense for finding the one thing in your house that they absolutely shouldn't eat. It happened today. Like your hidden chocolate or whatever treasure they dug up in the backyard. That's why they put together the positive emergency kit. Because let's face it, these what did you just eat moments happen more than we like. Happened today to me. From unexpected allergy flare-ups, surprise bowel movements, or even classic what did you just eat off the floor mystery, this kit has got you covered. It's your first line of defense for keeping your dog safe and sound, no matter how curious they get. And yes, Rumble is the company behind it, so you know it's top quality. Visit positive.com, pick up your emergency kit today for your small or large pet, and save 15% with the code Jimmy. That's positive.com. Get your emergency kit for when your dog eats stuff they're not supposed to. Everybody come see us on tour. We'll be in Columbus, Dayton, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Burbank, California, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.